What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here bringing you some more Series 10 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. We are using the first team of part of my 5 rental teams video for the month. If you haven't already, make sure to check that out. Also, please note that the other videos are still active and so are those teams. So if you want to try out any of those, make sure to check that out. So we are playing Lunala today, just going a little bit out of order. I thought this was a fun team to start with. The basic idea is this is a really flexible speed control based team where you have the option of either setting up Trick Room or you have the option of setting up Tailwind. So first of all, we have Lunala, a pretty standard set with Moongeist Beam, Meteor Beam, Trick Room, and Protect, just with the idea that, hey, you can get big damage onto things with Meteor Beam, survive a lot of hits using that Shadow Shield, and then you have powerful Moongeist Beam. To take advantage of that Trick Room, we do have Stack Attacker with Grassy Seed, second Trick Room setter with Body Press, Rock Slide, and Gyro Ball. Using Grassy Surge from Rillaboom, we are able to get to +1, and using that, we can get some really big KOs with Body Press. We also do have a lot of special defense bulk to let us take things better, like Astral Barrages from Calyrex to set up in that, and just like really survivability that you don't see too common with most Stack Attacker. Next up, Rillaboom, pretty standard. It can survive a lot of hits from Calyrex. That was kind of what I went for. I like the AV set. It's a pretty standard AV, not really much to say there. Suicune is our ability to set up Tailwind. I think that that's really important because sometimes you do want to go fast and like you're not always going to have the best Trick Room matchup. So having that flexibility to say, hey, let's go faster, I think is really important. It will be able to outspeed Calyrex after a Tailwind, so you can go for things like Snarl, Scald, really good damage, chance to get a burn, always great. And finally, Ice Beam, really just for Landorus. Picking up the KO onto that I think is really important because Landorus can always be really scary. Next up, we do have Volcarona with a Rocky Helmet. It also is a setup variant with Quiver Dance. I wanted something that could go a little bit faster and also be a really good answer for Zacian, and this is really it. After one Quiver Dance, you are in just a really strong position to kind of sweep from there. Giga Drain, really nice for recovery, really great against things that might necessarily be able to stand in versus a Volcarona. It also does really good damage into Landorus. Once again, something I thought that was really important. And finally, wrapping things up, we do have a Choice Scarf Naganadel. This is really just kind of cleanup crew. After you've chipped away at a lot of things, this can finish things off. It can't pick up a lot of KOs on its own, but it picks up really good damage overall. And so Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast, Dark Pulse, Draco Meteor lets you hit things like Calyrex, lets you KO Tapu Lele with Scarf, which was really what I wanted to outspeed with that. And then Fire Blast, just really good damage onto Zacian, and Draco Meteor just hits like a truck. So we do have the paste on screen. The code on screen will have the paste in the description, as well as the link to the document with the relevant calcs. And yeah, with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number 1, and it's a pretty standard Zacian team. It is going to be Pelipper, Ensign, Lando, Zacian with Rillaboom and Tapu Fini. So what? Trick Room, I don't really think is the best option. Lunala, I think is a really good starter, being able to deal with just a lot of big threats early on. I like Volcarona. I think Volcarona offers just a ton of good answers into this team. I do need to be a little bit cognizant of... Actually, let's do Suicune. I think matching their Tailwind is more important. I think Volcarona as a late game sweeper is great. Stack is tempting. Just because if I set up Trick Room, it's in such a strong position. Right? Like, Stack getting up Trick Room is really great. It deals with Fini, it deals with Rilla. It deals with pretty much everything other than Lando and Pelipper. But Naganadel is also really tempting. I'm going to bring Stack. What's nice is even if I set up Tailwind, Stack is still going to be first under Trick Room because of the fact that it's dirt slow. Meteor Beam is going to be really big into whatever they bring out, so that's actually really nice. Inner Focus stopping flinching is great. So we do have potential good damage. We will potentially get the Rain Boost from Pelipper for bigger Scalds into their Zacian, which I think is going to be pretty important. But let's kind of see how that wants to play out, right? So we will see for a lead. We will see Pelipper Ensign. Okay, Pelipper Ensign is fine with me. We have a big Meteor Beam. We could just Meteor Beam into Ensign to get the speed boost. right? Because we aren't expecting an instant to carry Protect and then set up Tailwind with Suicune. I think that that's fine. Yeah, we can go for... We could Meteor Beam into Pelipper. I'm going to Meteor Beam here and go for a Tailwind. There is the option of doing it the other way just because of the fact that we do have Scald for Incin. We will see a Fake Out into Lunala, calling a switch. That's fine with me. We will be able to get off this Meteor Beam, assuming it hits. We are playing a game with the gods to determine how this is going to work out. And we do lose the game with the gods, but we are at +1. So we at least have that going for us. We can now Moongeist Beam into Pelipper and Scald into Incin. Definitely an unfortunate miss. But we are faster with Lunala, which is really good to know, because that means we should be able to hit this Pelipper before it can do too much damage into us. I'm hoping Moongeist Beam is a KO. I don't expect it to be. It might. It is at +1. Looks like... Okay, so we are seeing Sash on Pelipper, so that's fine. You don't have a ton of damage onto me. This is going to go into Lunala. We tank that super, super well. Scald comes out into Incin. This is boosted by the rain. No KO, which is unfortunate. We are going to proc the berry, so I'm expecting to see like a parting shot. Most likely a parting shot from Incin, or a straight Snarl. Snarl I can live with. This does put Lunala back at neutral. Suicune is at -1, but Incin is so low that we still have a pretty comfortable KO there. We are just getting some good recovery with Suicune, which is definitely important. And so we have a pretty safe Moongeist Beam here, as well as a Scald onto this Incineroar. If you have... What? The only thing you can really comfortably switch in is Rillaboom. But even then you run the risk of a burn. And that would, what, trigger Stack, which is good for me. Yeah, because you don't know what we have in the back. You know that I don't have any way of, what is it called? Intimidating you. As we will see a Pelipper swap. Question is into what? Into Zacian. So that's really nice. We can potentially get some good damage on Zacian with Moongeist Beam, even if we are at neutral. But definitely an unfortunate moment because of the fact that we did miss Meteor Beam, which means we are only at neutral instead of +1. Let's see how much this does. This is going to do... You know, I'm okay with that. That's good damage. We will be able to KO Incin from here. So I think... What? We also have Volk. We're at neutral with Lunala, so we can like switch into Volk pretty comfortably. We don't have Rage Powder, so that can be a little bit tricky, but I think that that's fine, as we will see Lando. Okay, Lando's scary. I would like to just Moongeist Beam, and I'm going to Ice Beam into Lando. We are going to see a Play Rough into Suicune. Suicune is going to live. Earth Power comes out into Lunala, so that's great. Lunala also going to live, so that's huge, right? We pick up a KO onto this Zacian with this Moongeist Beam, and then we will be able to pick up a KO onto... Okay, great. Lives. We will KO this Landorus with Ice Beam, unless they're like Sash, which we know they're not because the Sash is on Pelipper. Or if they're bulky Landorus. Okay, that changes things a lot. That really changes things. I'm gonna go for a Snarl. That's really bad. That's really bad. Earth Power comes out into Lunala. That's fine with me. Critical hit, unnecessary. Oh, that's bad. Hurricane. Oh yeah, it's not blind. And Suicune. Suicune should live. Suicune lives. We do get confused. So now we're playing... Please get the Snarl off. We do get the Snarl off. We do double connect. That's huge. Landorus is going to take a special attack drop, and we will get rid of Pelipper. So now, dude, that is a bulky Lando. That is wild to me. We can bring out Volk. Yeah, we bring out Volcarona here. Volcarona does have Giga Drain. Volcarona should survive a hit from Landorus. Oh my god, I cannot believe this Lando. I'm gonna Quiver Dance, and I'm gonna go for an Ice Beam onto this Landorus. This is really... Okay, they're gonna cancel. I don't think it was necessarily over, especially because I had Stack in the back. I'm guessing they didn't have Rock Slide for Landorus. I'm guessing it was maybe like a sub variant. But overall, I think a really good first game. It was definitely scary at points, but glad we were able to pull through. And yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next game. All right, battle number 2, and this is a really interesting team. It is Zamazenta, Appleton, Shedinja, Dedenne, Obstagoon, and Cresselia. So I like Suicune. I like Volk. Do I like Volk? What does Volk do? I like Volk. Volk Stack, Lunala. What? Volcarona can deal with Shedinja. Stack Attacker can deal with Shedinja. Lunala can deal with Shedinja. So I don't really expect to see that. Naganadel is tempting just as a late game sweeper. Suicune is also an option. Suicune has burning potential. I'm going to bring Naganadel, which seems kind of counterintuitive. Do I want Naganadel or do I want Rillaboom? I'm going to bring Naganadel. I think it's counterintuitive, just given the fact that I want to set up Trick Room. That's really funny. I like their trainer card a lot. Yeah, I think it is counterintuitive, but I think it does have the ability to pay off. Obstagoon Dedenne. I literally don't know what either of these Pokemon want to do. I don't know what type Dedenne is. It's like Fairy Electric. I'm going to go for a Quiver Dance. I'm going to set up. I'm going to Fiery Dance. I'm going to go for a Trick Room. I don't know if that thing has like Imprison. We are going to see a Nuzzle in the stack. Definitely unfortunate. The paralysis always hurts. Fiery Dance will connect, so we are faster with Volcarona, which is nice. Almost a KO on a Dedenne. Oh, because of a critical hit. Please burn it. That's unfortunate. I would have loved to burn. It is going to be Citrus. That's fine. Oh, is that going to just let it keep recovering? That's fun. Close combat. Stomping Tantrum. Into Stack. Please live, Stack. Oh, Stack. Thank you for all you do. We will set up a Trick Room now. So the big question, though, is can we hit Body Press with Stack? Another Fiery Dance here is fine. I want to Body Press into Obstagoon. Obstagoon could be Sash. But we do have Lunala, which isn't going to do anything. It could reverse our own Trick Room. We will see Ally Switch. Not ideal. But neither is that. Nuzzle is the worst. Knockoff into Stack. That's fine. You're going to knock off my Grassy Seed. I don't even have Rillaboom with me. So it is what it is. I can't even burn you, which is the worst part. I do get a special attack rise, so I'm fine to hit here and then go for another Body Press into Obstagoon. If you go for an Ally Switch again, we are going to KO something. Volcarona is just going to kind of sit here, potentially be my restricted. I'm fine to obstruct. What is that? Oh, that's the defensive thingy. That's fine. We are going to see another Ally Switch. So Body Press into the Dedenne slot. Not very effective, but it is what it is. Fiery Dance should not be affected by Obstruct, right? Yeah, not affected. I'm going to go for that here, and then I'm going to go for a Rock Slide. I think that should be able to KO Dedenne at the range it's at, barring any sort of paralysis. And even if you want to keep playing these ally switch games, I think that that's fine. I'm actually just trying to finish off my Trick Room at this point, because that'll let me utilize Naganadel a lot better. And we're setting up for Volcarona in this endgame. We are paralyzed again, so that's really, really frustrating. That's really frustrating. But Nuzzle should not be 100% accurate. Where did that Fiery Dance go? Please say it was into Dedenne. It is into Obstagoon. So that's fine. You're probably going to Nuzzle into Volcarona. This should be... Oh, it's an Electroweb. Electroweb I'm fine with. Because that means... there's one more turn of Trick Room, right? Yes, there's one more turn. I can bring out Lunala. Lunala has a pretty free Moongeist Beam. And then I could... What? I can Fiery Dance? Fiery Dance I feel like is a little bit risky, but at the same time, I feel like it's fine. We are going to see Appleton. Appleton has the ability to just like sit on the field. So I would like to... I'm going to Quiver Dance, and I'm going to Moongeist Beam Dedenne. However you say that. Dedenne. We will see a Leech Seed onto Lunala. So that's annoying. But we do have Volk. I mean not Volk. We do have Naganadel. So I think Naganadel does have the ability with Draco Meteor to KO Appleton pretty easily. We will connect with this Moongeist Beam. Could be Body Press variant? Nice. We will KO that. That's great. I am going to be at +2 special attack. And even though we are losing some HP to the Leech Seed, that should be fine. Yep, Twisted Dimensions are going to return to normal. So this should be Zamazenta. Right? Zamazenta is not really... Yep, it is Zamazenta. And it is Crown Form. So that's actually really good for Volcarona, because that means that you are Steel type. So I'm going to actually... I'm going to Protect, scouting out for your Protect. And then I'm going to bring out Naganadel. Oh, I also have Sludge Bomb. Haha! Naganadel. So I just need Naganadel to live a turn. This is actually... it is potentially a little risky. But I want to scout out a potential Protect from Zamazenta to see what it wants to do. This will let me bring out Naganadel. Naganadel is going to be faster than Appleton. So let's see what happens from here. Yeah, this could have been a really risky... We will see a Behemoth Bash into Volcarona. So very interesting choice. And a... Okay, I was like, oh my god. I'm gonna... Nope, wrong button. Nope. I would like to Fiery Dance here. And... I'm going to Sludge Bomb into Appleton. If you go for a Draco Meteor, you are going to -2, so that's fine. This Sludge Bomb is going to connect. Not quite a KO. Behemoth Bash is going to come out. You are going to take Rocky Helmet Chip. And Volcarona should live this, right? Oh yeah, because you don't have any boosts. This could go into... Yep, okay, it is going to go into Naganadel. Which does hold on, because Naganadel is an absolute beast. And a Fiery Dance into this Zamazenta. Unfortunately, not enough for a KO. But that's fine. Draco Meteor into Volcarona. Volcarona is going to tank that because it is at +1. And so that's great because now Appleton is going to be at -1. We do have the ability just to go for a Fiery Dance. Oh, perfect. You are also leftovers. So we have a free Fiery Dance into Zamazenta as well as a Sludge Bomb into Appleton. And even if you protect Appleton and KO, right, we're going to KO your Zamazenta, and then it's Appleton versus Lunala and Volcarona, and I could just slowly chip away at you. So overall, a really good second game. I thought we really got to utilize the different modes of the team. I'm glad Naganadel got to make an appearance, because that definitely was a little bit of a kind of iffy choice, but it worked out in the end. Stakataka essentially just wasted a Trick Room, but I mean, that is the way it is. But overall, really good second battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. Actually, before we do that, we can see our opponent's team, so I'm actually really curious about this. We will see a pretty defensive Zamazenta, Iron Head, Close Combat, Wide Guard, Protect. Interesting. Thick Fat. Okay, so Thick Fat Appleton. It's not the like berry healing one. And I guess that makes sense, right? You want to stop ice moves from hitting into you. Giga Drain, Draco Meteor, Leech Seed, Recover, a very sort of bulky set. And you did, yeah, when I saw that there was no Protect, that means that Naganadel had a free KO into the Appleton slot. Shedinja, standard Shedinja stuff. Poltergeist, I think, is interesting. Just as a way, I guess, for Indeedee in the Calyrex matchup to make sure you can still hit it. We do see Dedenne. I don't even know what this thing does. Cheek Pouch, yep. Nuzzle, Electroweb, Dazzling Gleam, Ally Switch. I think a Nuzzle into... what's it called? A Nuzzle into Volcarona over an Electroweb would have been the better choice, because then it was chance for paralysis, whereas now I didn't have to worry about that. Obstagoon, max attack, max special defense, obstruct, knockoff, stomping tantrum, body slam. Very cool. Glad we were able to tank some hits with stack. And then Cresselia, interesting. No trick room there. I thought that was gonna be like your wave reversing trick room, but like I said, really cool second match, really cool team. Shout out to my opponent, and yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is Kyogre, featuring my favorite Pokemon ever, Weezing. It is Kyogre, Rillaboom, Zapdos, Dragapult, Incin, and Weezing. So I'm assuming Scarf Kyogre. Interesting note is that there is no speed control. I think Naganadel is actually really great here. Suicune, I like Suicune Naganadel a lot. I do have to be wary of a potential fake out lead, but I think that that's fine. Rillaboom, Lunala. This is a tricky matchup. Let's do that. Right, Suicune, how well does Suicune take a Water Spout? Astro Barrage. Do I have Water Spout? I don't have Water Spout. I'm assuming it takes it well. That'll let us set up a Tailwind and then go for a Snarl. So even if you are, what is it called? Even if you are a Scarf Variant, that should be fine. Kyogre, probably. Kyogre, Dragapult. So this is good. Naganadel should take a Water Spout very comfortably. So we threaten a big Draco Meteor onto Dragapult from the start. And you really don't have good damage onto us. Or we also have Dark Pulse to play it safe. I still like to play a Risky Biscuit. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to go for... I'm in Draco Meteor. If you stay in, that's great. If you... Yeah, we should take a hit from Kyogre. We are also Scarfed on Naganadel. And I feel like looking at this team composition, you don't really expect that. Right? You expect... Oh my god. Oh. That's so bad. That's so bad. That's fine. We bring out Rillaboom. We Ice Beam Dragapult. That's so bad. I could just knock off, and I could just double up Dragapult. In all honesty, we know the Kyogre isn't Scarfed. I just hope that... Yep, Kyogre protects. Oh god, that was such a bad miss. We will hit first, which is great. Big damage there. Awesome, love to see that. Get rid of the Choice Band. Ice Beam comes out. So we at least get rid of Dragapult. So, I mean, we technically got where we wanted. We are also getting a lot of recovery onto Suicune. I very much would have preferred my Suicune to be at full health, but that's fine. We recovered. It's fine. Don't get tilted. It's always scary when you're using missing moves, but that's fine. Snarl. 'Cause, 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 'c What do you have in the back? I like Snarl, and I'm just going to go for a Grassy Glide. You could have Instant in the back, which I'm guessing you do. I could have gone for a U-turn there. This should be Instant. Yep, that's Instant. That's fine. Snarl, let's get Zapdos down a little bit. We can try our luck again and go for a Draco Meteor. As we will do just a little bit of chip onto you. Snarl will come out. I think getting the drop is more important, especially because we do have Lunala. We are going to be faster, so I'm guessing what? You fake out? You should... Oh, Thunder. That's an option. Into Suicune. Oh, Suicune takes that like a champ. We can now... What? We can hard swap into Lunala. Hard swap into Lunala and go for a Scald onto... Ensign. Scald onto Ensign. Hard swap into Lunala. We can... Why am I doing... Oh, because I mean, that does give me fake out pressure. That gives me fake out pressure the subsequent turn. I want to preserve Rilla for the end game. I think Lunala should be able to beat Zapdos. So the big question though is, can we KO this? Just kidding. We don't even figure out if we KO this Instant with Kyogre or with Okay, so we are going to see... That's perfect. We see a Protect with Zapdos, which tells me that I can go for a free Meteor Beam into that slot. Please get the burn. I'll take that. Love to see that. We can go for a Meteor Beam into the Zapdos slot. Is this the last turn of Tailwind? It very well could be. I don't think it is. If we have one turn left, that's really great for us. If we don't, that's fine. As long as we get Meteor Beam. Okay, we are going to lose that. I'm going to still go for a Tailwind. And I'm going to go for a Meteor Beam onto Zapdos. We do at least have a little chip onto Kyogre. So we can take a hit. The fear is you could actually just double up. In all honesty, doubling up into Lunala isn't the worst idea. We will see a Thunder come out into Suicune. That is going to pick up the KO. I don't know if we live. We should live a single target. So as long as we hit this and KO Kyogre, I mean, we should KO Zapdos assuming we hit. Thank God. My heart skipped a beat there. Zapdos is going to go down. We should live the Water Spout. And so what happens now is... Right? Yeah, because you've taken Chip. We still have Shadow Shield. Oh, we eat that. We eat that. Absolutely. This is a little tricky. I'm faster with Lunala. We saw that I'm faster with Lunala over their Kyogre. So what that means is we fake out their Ensign. Yeah, we fake out Ensign with Rillaboom. And then we go for a Moongeist Beam onto Kyogre to reduce the amount of damage that comes out there. We could actually double up Ensign. Yeah, I think it's... I don't know. I want to double up Ensign. We do have Meteor Beam, potentially. I'm going to fake out here, and then I'm going to Moongeist Beam here. You are going to take a significant decrease in damage without the rain, and the fact that you're taking residual. We will see the fake out come out here. I just want to reduce how much damage this Kyogre can do. This should do a significant chunk. We are at +1. It's good damage. I'll take that. Water Spout. Okay, Water Spout at this point. Pretty negligible. I would like to say we can... It's a crit into Rilla. What? We can... Moongeist Beam is still, like, a risk. I'm fine to go for Grassy Glide. What? Grassy Glide onto Kyogre. Grass is gone. What is faster? $121, $118. So Ensign is, or Lunala is faster. I'm fine to Grassy Glide here and Moongeist Beam this. We are going to get the Grassy Glide off. I think it still isn't 100% over. Mainly just due to the fact that Ensign can KO Rillaboom. Let's see how much this Meteor Beam does. It is going to be +1. You could have Throat Chop. So let's see. That does... That's not a lot. Darkest Lariat. Okay, so Darkest Lariat is scary. Let's see if we live. 162. We don't. So that's really scary. Yeah. So this is bad. We are almost at full. I'm going to knock off if you have a berry. So what has to happen is I need to knock off your berry. Figgy Berry, perfect. You're going to Flare Blitz. If I live the Flare Blitz, which I should, I think. Sick. No burn. Boom. Okay. No burn. Great. Now the big question is, will U-turn be enough for this knockout? I think it's going to be close. But let's see. Please be a critical hit. I don't think it's going to KO. Ugh. Oh, that's unfortunate. That... I mean, that's definitely an unfortunate way to end, but... Oh, and they live. It is what it is. That miss, turn 1, was a really big deal. I think I could have just gone straight for a Dark Pulse instead to not even chance it, but it is what it is. I'm going to run that calc real quick. I'll be right back. So I quickly checked the calc. Dark Pulse isn't actually a KO. It is, yeah, it's 0% barring like a flinch. So I think the outcome still would have been the same because of the fact that like I still would have gotten KO'd. I still would have had to go for the double up. But yeah, I mean, it definitely was frustrating that Draco Meteor missed because then I would have had Naganadel. But I mean, it is what it is. We had some fun with the team. It is a chance we take. We'll be playing some more games with it, so look out for that. But yeah, I had fun today. I hope people did too. Make sure to check out the team. Make sure to check out my other 5 rentals. And until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.